Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Khan.
Morning, Matthias. How you doing?
Great, thank you. And you?
Yeah. Busy evening for us last night, huh?
It was, yeah.
So, for those of you that don't know, we obviously onboard clients as well as do this. That's the main feature of our business. So, 8:30 last night, we were onboarding new clients, new money into the copy trading, which is something that we do. So, that's an automated trading system whereby you don't have to touch anything. We do all of that for you. It's about 20% up this month. So it's a fully automated system which we've developed, and we keep going. Algorithmic trading isn't for everybody. It does fall over, but we are in a place where with a system now that's been running for 2.5 years. And very, very successfully, averaging about 13% a month. So if anybody wants to know about that, please let us know. But in terms of trading, market has dropped significantly overnight. Went all the way down to 46.23 from 4,700. And so currently trading at 46.32. Signals are looking good. And of course, we're always waiting for the reversal. In terms of buying opportunities, because we know that the market is being suppressed by oil, and that's a big issue in terms of that going on. And at some point, we'll suddenly wake up to $1,000 increase in price and 10,000 pips. But until that happens, we trade, we make our 2-3% a day, and we go away. That's all there is to it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's all there is to it. That's all we're going to do. Make a little bit of money and go away.
Yeah, last signal we reach TP2.
Brilliant.
And especially in days like yesterday, like today, every day, guys, protect your capital. If you are in profits, book profit.
Yeah, 100%.
And right now we have been TP2, nearly reaching TP3. And if you are in break even, and you booked some profits, you're not like you're doing that mechanical over and over and over, and you're booking profits. That's the main goal.
Yeah. So if you look on my chart here that I've just brought up, you can see the movement. This is on the 5-minute. I'll show you the hour. So let's start with the day. Which is what I always do. So if I was starting out now, I would turn this on. I'd have a look. Look at this range here. You can set that on Trading View.
TP3. I'm sorry, guys.
Wow, 100 pips. TP3 hit, right?
Yeah.
So oil rises on Middle East issues. Dollar is risen, not risen, so gold tends to fall. So that's on the day. So this is what it's been doing on the days. Then you can go to the 4-hour, you can go, but the most useful for me is the hour. So expand it out so you can actually see something on your chart. So the hours, London's open buying. So if you look at that, right? So, but then there's plenty of buying opportunities, and that's what we look for. We look for the reversals for buying because it's still a bull market. Okay, so then the time frame that we actually use is the 1 minute. And there it is. So you're hitting TP2s and TP3s right now on the last signal. Let us know what your thoughts are when you're trading with us and where you're joining us from. And if you want to come on into the studio like Cool One does, then by all means drop us a message and we'll be able to do that. If you ping us a message, we will be able to see it. Is that right, Matthias?
Yeah, especially from YouTube, we can see the message, and Facebook as well.
Also
if it's not, you can reach out to the number on the screen now. You have a number here on the bottom that is Khan's number, and then he will be able to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We can message you back. We can talk to you. We can do anything. So in terms of where we are with YouTube, sorry, if you could subscribe to our channel and like and subscribe, we'd really, really appreciate that, because that will give us support and it'll grow the channel. We've only just started, so support is really, really necessary. So Kim Kardashian doesn't need your subscription, right? And but we do, right? So and the reason I mentioned that is because I was reading something, and when we're buying these perfumes and these goods that are endorsed by celebrities, we're really paying them because companies pay them to support them and endorse them, and yet we refuse to endorse our friends. So your friends are what need more support, not Kim Kardashian. Morning, Adam. Good to see you here, buddy. So Adam's recently joined us, so hope you're enjoying your trading journey, and hope you're enjoying the signals that we're setting out. And if there's anything that you guys want us to cover, and if there's anything that you're any questions, just fire away and we will do our best to answer them. Morning, Kawam. How you doing?
Morning. Good morning. I'm good, thank you. You guys?
Great.
Good.
Yeah, we're great. We were on a call with a client last night from 8:30 to about 9:30, and of course clients become friends, and then you just have a little bit of a jibber jabber, right? So I bought this fantastic new camera yesterday. Adam would be laughing. So I bought this fantastic new camera. We set it up. I am upside down. That's all it keeps doing, right? It's perfect. It's absolutely beautiful. Over 200 pounds, right? So, and I'm upside down. We just can't fathom it out. So
that's because you're not Kim Kardashian. You're better than her. She can't hang upside down, and you can. That's why I can.
It was really funny because I showed it to my client, and Laura said, "Why don't you just do the show like that tomorrow, right? See if anybody notices." Bloody hilarious. So look, we trade every day. We trade with discipline. We trade mechanically, right? And we try and remove all the emotion out of it. So when your signals are coming in, have a look at the range where they're at, and you've got some in the group now. You've got some education, which is the chart, and it's just showing you there was a sniper entry. Price action is making very hard to trade last 2 days due to the upcoming FOMC and rates news on Wednesday. So the Fed is very widely tipped to leave rates where they are, and it's probably, I believe it might be the last FOMC with the current chairman, Jerome Powell, in charge. I can't pronounce Kevin's last name, Worst or whatever he is, right? So he's the incoming Fed chairman, who may be a little bit more friendly to the current administration, who obviously want interest rates down. But inflation is ticking up everywhere in the world because of the conflict. So that makes it really difficult for bankers to actually implement changes, certainly downwards. So I would say that they're going to leave the rates alone, and if inflation continues to tick up, then we could see interest rates going up, which usually means gold starts coming down. So that's kind of where I am with all of that. And don't forget, a year ago, gold was at $3,000. So it's 50% up on where it was at that point. So will it hold on to it? Doesn't really matter, because we trade price action, right? We trade the market. We're not fund managers. We don't care what it's going to be doing in a year's time. We're traders, which means really that if you think about it, we come, we set our stall out in the morning, we do our trading, and we go home. And in an ideal world, you shouldn't have any open trades when you leave, and then it doesn't matter what happens in the market when you're away. So I hope that makes sense. Any questions on that? Always happy to take those. So we've got no issues with any of that. And that's it. How's trading for you guys? How was your lunch yesterday afternoon?
Lovely, absolutely lovely. Richmond, you'll know. I don't know if Mateus has been down
Beautiful.
south.
Really nice.
It's just gorgeous, isn't it? So really, really lovely. Thank you. And it was fabulous because, again, partly to do with work, the young girl I met with started as a volunteer. I took her on when I was working at Canary Wharf as a volunteer. Today, she's head of a service.
Wow.
Isn't that brilliant?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice to see those success stories. You know, that's her success stories. I'm trying to make a success story of my own with you guys. So
Fantastic.
it's all relevant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So can I just ask, and it brings awareness, did you guys this morning, my hay fever's playing up a lot, so I've just let it be this morning, and then the buy limit signal we got. Did you
Say that again.
We got a buy signal limit this morning. Did you guys enter that at all?
I was too busy trying to get myself the right way around on my
to climb down and be head up.
yeah, trying not to look like I'm hanging upside down. And then you know what's really interesting, because what happens is you think you have so much time,
and you don't.
When it's about 5:30, 5:45, got out of bed, came in, had a look at the market, and just let a general look at see what's going on. And then I thought, let's see if this camera is going to behave. No. And then my PC, my iMac tells me that I've got pulling out too much power through the USB, so I need to disconnect those. And then it just runs and runs and runs. And obviously you've got to jump in the shower and all the rest of it, right? So it's quite surprising. You know, I only had time. So normally I just have hot water in the morning, a couple of glasses, but I fancied a cup of coffee just before. So ran downstairs just before, and Mateus was sitting there waiting for me. So no,
I'll be
really. To be honest with you, I've been doing a bit of an audit on my accounts and just wanted to have a look, see what was going on, because we have really been quite heady in terms of what we've been doing trading wise. So my priority this morning wasn't to take signals, wasn't to take any trades, because I have traded very, very well over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I just wanted to take stock of see what's going on. And obviously the market, and you know, where is it now? And it's ranging again, but it's like $100 below where it was yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't care about that.
Yeah.
And I worry for people that carry these runner trades and things if the account's not big. So you know, it's really interesting in terms of how the market actually is. So no, I didn't do anything this morning in terms of trading.
I wanted to share, because usually when we get a buy limit signal, I don't usually. Occasionally I will. It depends on what I'm doing. Just like you've just said, you know, you've got up, you've got to get in the shower, you've got to get the IT. But very occasionally I will, but more often than not I don't, because I wait, because I'm there, I will enter if it reaches those points. And today, exactly as you've said, I remember thinking, no, don't enter. And I thought, well, no, I've got to do exactly what you've just said. I've got to get in the shower. I want to I'd had my water. I wanted to have my coffee, blah, blah. And so I entered, and I just entered. And again, I'm not going to go into it because that becomes long. So the range was 4633 to 4627. And I just entered at 4633 because, again, we can discuss. There's so many variations of why you enter, where you enter, why, etc. And I put the stop loss in, and but the thing I did, I put it on TP2. But it wouldn't have made any difference, because then we had a little bit, and it said, then I looked at it and it said TP1 hit. So I thought, okay, but mine was negative. And when I had a look, now this is really interesting, it's a learning curve. What it had done, and I can see it on my chart, So where I took it at the top entry, 4633, what it actually did, it came down to 4623.50 before it went back up.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that would have been, if somebody had layered all 5 or all 6,
Yeah.
it actually hit the stop loss before it rose. It's just a learning curve. It's what it is. It's how the market. It's how the market moves. What it does. It reinforces that I should do what I usually do, which is enter when I'm watching it and do it then. Because
I was going to ask. So you weren't watching the trade?
No, because I thought I'll do the buy limit and I'll go and have my shower and I'll make my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was trying to say at the beginning, that I don't usually do the buy limits. On a very odd occasion I do. Generally on a higher I don't, because I'm usually watching it. I'll enter as they come into range. So I do it physically as opposed to setting it up. So it was interesting. It's not a big deal. It tells you again how the market moves, how it wants to, when it wants to, because it might have just come down to 24 and gone back up, and it wouldn't have but it actually went below, because stop loss was 26, 4626. It went down to 4623.56.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
It's just an awareness.
Yeah. Every day's a school day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just it's funny how it's good, because it reinforces that you have to be watching the trade. Because had it not done that, had it gone down to 25, say, then gone up, then my TP would have hit, and I probably wouldn't have looked to see what it did. I would have just accepted that it's hit, made me a profit, and off I go.
Yes.
So it reinforces that education.
Yeah.
The same way we sit here and I say that my biggest thing is all the huge learning I can do from you, and that discipline, when to enter and to always implement that stop loss. Always.
Yeah, and buy limits like he did here on 7 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you don't have updates on the buy, you will not have updates straight away. I will not take that.
Yeah, I thought of you as well, Matthias, because I know you don't. You tend to do, and I guess that's why I probably follow you. We enter if we're watching it.
Yeah, and especially the market. You're seeing the market is dropping. You don't have updates on that signal. It's quite dangerous. And if you took the first signals on the morning, you made some profits already, and then you just wait for the next one. Will be like another few. Was only 7 o'clock. Will be more signals. As you can see, the last signal just reached TP3.
Yeah.
And it's still on that range, and we just wait for the next one.
Yeah.
And if you had some runners on that, if you taking partials or whatever, the market is struggle to push up. Like I was saying, it's better to close your trades and book all the profits.
Yeah. No, it was, and it's funny because I placed it, and yet I was very aware of everything we've just discussed, that I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
When I'm back watching it, if I miss it, that's fine, which is what I normally would do. So again, it just reinforces again. The market's teaching you.
Yeah. Because...
don't trust me. Make sure you're sitting with me. Don't trust me and walk away.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Oh, sorry, Matthias.
No. Go on.
You know something? Every time I walk away is when I suffer. No, but we're sat here, right? So what we're talking about this is that we're in the third week, right? My trading has never consistently been this good. day to day.
Yeah.
Since we started this, right?
Yeah.
So that's number one. So results speak for themselves.
Yeah.
So, and then, like the other day, if he's struggling for that last 5 pipettes, you can close the damn thing out, can't you?
Absolutely. And that's what you do, don't you? If it just doesn't, just close it and walk away. Maybe
you shouldn't. And I've got traders that would say, no, I never break my rules, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? If the damn thing's losing your money, you can't eat your principles, can you?
No. And I have to do that. And because sometimes there's a variation as well, isn't there? Sometimes it hits your TP1, but it's just that few couple of pipettes below mine, and then it goes back down. So I'd rather have that 15 pence less and have the bulk than not. It's not. Yeah.
You don't have to squeeze every penny out.
No.
Yeah. So it's important. It's very important what we're doing.
It is, but I looked at it and I laughed, and I said to her, "Service serves you right," because it's not something I usually do. And
even if we delivering the updates on that, maybe it will be a break even instead to go to.
Yes. Yeah.
Then you don't lose 50 pips, 60 pips. You lose only 10 pips, 20 pips.
It just reinforces time and time again. It's not a big loss I've suffered. I'll make it up today. But it just reinforces. It is. When we say the stop loss is an educate, it's our friend, and it is, because if I hadn't put it in, that loss might have been more. Well, it would have been more because it went right down to 23.56.
Yeah.
And yet, had I been there when it went down and rose, had I been there, I could have taken all those points up to TP1. Had I been there, because as soon as it hit 23.56, it went back up. So again, it reinforces that education. Is don't bloody place a trade unless you're going to be able to manage it.
Really, really dear friend of mine who's no longer with us, unfortunately, massive influence on my life, very, very successful. He said something to me once, and he said, "Cam, nobody will ever make money for you and give it to you." Right? Which obviously, sometimes it's not true in every case, but generally speaking, I always think of the market as that. If you're going to be prancing around, scratching your ass whilst the market's making you money, it can catch you out.
Yeah. Definitely. And, my take on it is I don't usually do this. And I did. And it's told me, don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do that, right?
That's how, how I look at things. You both know how I view things. And my view was, it's saying to me, you don't usually do it, don't do it again, because look what happens when you do.
And I think the thing with that is that actually, and it may be, other people may disagree, which they can do. That's not a problem. But it's your trading style, isn't it? But you don't alter the way you play the game.
Yeah. And I did this morning, and look what happened.
Yeah. I always say to people that, look, you want to get to a destination. Right? So we've got a fantastic retail park about 8-9 miles from our house. There's probably 10 different routes to get there.
Yeah.
Right? So I can go, there's only one way out of my house, but I can go there and turn left or right.
Yeah.
And I can still get to the place.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And as I was saying the other day, the traffic was stopped. We had to go past it to go to the garage. But we said, okay, we'll go this way, this way, this way, this way. We still got there. So it's your trading style. It's the way you trade. It's the way you do it. And that's where you've got to be very, very careful. And so whatever you do it all the time.
Yep. Yeah, it just reinforces, and that's why I was telling you guys my little tale of this morning, is that it comes back and reinforces what you already know. So when you do something slightly different, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But it also reinforces, it could have happened even if I'd been sitting here and watching it, or maybe it wouldn't have, because I could have closed out rather than, if I'd seen, okay, that's sliding, let me close now, rather than having the full stop loss. But that again reinforces, don't enter a trade if you're not going to be sitting there to manage it.
By the way, guys, so the reason we're talking jibber jabber is because we're waiting for the next signals to appear. And so what we do is we try and do a lot of mindset stuff with you. And if you want to join us and discuss your particular case, no problem. If you want to ask questions, you're very welcome. We'll take them all. Is that, the primary job here is to make money today, right? That's all you have to do. Make money today. And then you shut the shop at the end of the day and you go home. So what we don't do is we don't pretend that it's easy. We don't pretend that you can waltz around and be sat on the beach, right? Doing this. So, Matthias and I went live with this on the last week of my kind of working holiday. And I actually didn't visit the pool all that many times during that time because I was in a different frame of mind. It was fine. The pool's there. Yeah, and I've been, we did the pool in Goa, we did the pool in Dubai. I don't need the freaking pool every day, right? So, as strange as that might sound, but what I'm saying is that there's a focus that we need. And,
yes, definitely.
Yes, and that focus is that we're going to sit here diligently, and then what you can do, if you don't want to listen to us, you can mute us and wait for the signal, and then we can walk you through the signal. There's books that you can read. So if I took you downstairs now, there'd be half a dozen books sat on my wife's desk. So she reads a chapter of Trading in the Zone, chapter 11, every single day. Right? And why does she read it every single day? Because that's how you embed it into your mind. That's how it becomes a part of you. You wouldn't go to the gym one day and think, oh great, I've done that now, thanks very much. You have to go every single day. Right? Your diet, you have to be diligent every single day. You can have, what we sometimes call a zag day, but everything has to be zig during the week. So I've got a friend of mine got 10% body fat, and he's like, Uncle Cam, every day I weigh everything before I eat it. But on a Saturday, I have a blowout. Right? Brilliant. So you can do these things. So I was just going to talk to you guys about something. So I've been having some work done at my house. And to watch these guys put together this bathroom is absolutely incredible. The order of the things that happen. And if that certain order's not done, then it won't complete the job. So, obviously got ripped out first, and the plumbing went in, the electrics went in, the ceiling was skimmed, etc. And little bits and bobs that they're doing now. So yesterday they were tiling the floor. So Gareth, who owns the company, he's here. We're very, very blessed that he's here doing this work rather than one of his team members, because the boss is always the best, right?
Yeah.
And so he was talking about tiling so they did lots of work, but then in the afternoon they started tiling the floor, so screeded off the floor. And he was just saying that he said some of his team members will do that. Prepare for a buy, guys. So as I said, everything stops when that happens. So now here we go. So we've got a buy. Matthias, you want to put that up on your screen? So my gold 26 to 28, so very tight range. It's out of that range already, so it needs to drop back for you to get back in, right? Yeah. I've got 30 already. So, and sometimes that's what happens. And if we miss it, we miss it. It doesn't matter. You maintain your discipline. So Matthias will put that up. I'll just go through it. TP1 hit. There you go. You see, straight away it was done. So it's got to 30. And that would have been 20 pips off 28 off the top end. And it would have been 40 pips off 26, but it's not been to 26. So yes, you've got 10, 15 pips on that. Perhaps if you press the button, price hung around perfectly on this one for 20 pips, and that's it. Maybe that's all we're going to get. But we may be able to re-enter it. It looks like I've got it on the 1 minute. Looks like it's retracing. And like I said, don't worry if you miss it. Right? There'll be another one along any minute.
And sometimes it's very fast. That's why you need to be concentrating in front of the screen.
Yeah, it's too fast.
And sometimes you can take TP1 more than once as well. If it doesn't reach TP2, it's still valid. If you want to re-entry, it's absolutely up to you.
So I'm just entered a buy limit at 27 and 26, see what happens. So when it's up there like this, you could put not a market execution, put a buy limit in at say 26, and if it hits it, then and hopefully it'll rise after that. So my SL's at 25, so that gave me time to put those trades in. So that's another way of trading, just to give you some ideas. So instead of just sitting here, you could do that. So we'll see what price action we get on this. So I got one entry in at 28. We'll see what happens now, right?
Yeah, we reached TP1 again.
Yeah, TP1 again on that trade.
It's a short range as well.
It's very tight.
Yeah. When it's like that, book straight away if you're into the trade.
Yeah, I took a very small gain on that one. It may reverse on us. See TP1 again, 20 pips.
Yeah, you had 3 times already to enter on that trade. I booked some profit now at 31.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, TP1 was 30, so even if you got it a little bit late, 31 you could have had. So you should be, there you go. Heading towards TP2 now.
And if you still have orders on that, we are on TP2. That means
there we go.
You can
TP2.
delete.
Yeah, here we go.
It's hit TP2, so it's done.
Yeah,
it's done.
As far as the
part is over.
Concerned, and I can't hear you. Let me turn you on.
Yeah. Did you make some money, call one? Is she frozen? She's frozen, right? Probably got a phone call or something. But you see, that's how simple it is, right?
Yeah.
So now, if you're still in the trade, move your stop loss to break even.
Yeah.
Or even to TP1 and see what happens. You've got TP1 now, right? So anything can happen now. And then if you want to book that TP1, you could either take partials, or you could set your break even at TP1, which is 30. You could even set it to 33, which is TP2. So that's entirely up to you, right? How you want to trade and what your style is. So that's the first profitable trade of our trading session since 8 o'clock. So wonderful. And we'll hope to bring you some more. So as I was saying, so Gareth said to me, he said, we'll be tiling this afternoon. I said, okay. So it's the floor, that is. So what they did was they tiled 2 walls yesterday, and then they wanted the tile lines to follow through. So they tile in the floor before they tile the next wall on the other side, which is great. It's like watching a jigsaw puzzle. See, it's reversed now. So had you not taken the trade, you could be losing money. it may have hit you TP2 or TP1 if you hadn't taken it, and you're still in profit, so you still protected your account. And if you took the profit, which I did, well, that's fine. So now we'll see if so I took off the buy limits because trade, as soon as it hits TP2, the trade's invalid. Look at that now. So again, like Gulwan said, that would have reversed on you and hit your stop loss.
Yeah.
And that's why you need to be there. You could have set TP2 and it may not have hit it. And then now you're out and you've got a small loss. Still not bad because that's what your stop loss is for, but there's no need to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, prepare for a buy. Here we go. There you go again. The lovely thing about our signals is they just keep on coming. So immediately press buy when that came in.
That's the new range, 27.25. Stop loss 24. And we are on TP1 already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 20 pips.
Yeah.
This music's very addictive, Mateus.
I download some new music.
Have you?
Yeah, we will have new music.
Okay.
That is from the studio, but yeah, it's better change time to time. But yeah, TP1 now.
TP1 again?
Yeah, twice.
So those of you that are new, there's definitely a technique of how to trade this particular market and this particular system that we use. But we're just informing you that TP1's been hit again. So if you missed it the first time, that you're still in the trade, you could have taken it now. Not necessarily taken the trade again, but certainly taken your profits off the table, as it were. So if you're out of this trade, brilliant. So I just want to bring something to your attention now, which we were talking about earlier. And so some news in 32 minutes ago. And this is exactly as I was saying. So gold sheds 1.2% support, gives the head of Fed's rate decision. Bullion is struggling to hold steady as traders may be pricing in the expected rate hold, which is exactly what I said 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago, likely to playing out the old opportunity cost trade, right? So dropped 1.2%, extending the losses after breaking below the rising channel last week. Technical signal that upwards momentum has weakened. the move suggests that traders are stepping back rather than rushing in for safety, even with the geopolitical tensions still simmering in the background. All of this stuff's available on TradingView. So what will happen is the Fed rate decision could see a further drop in the market. So tomorrow, is it tomorrow? Yeah, Matthias?
Or the FOMC?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah. So what will happen is, get filled and price rose. So let's do that. If an order at 46.28, 46.26 didn't get filled, price rose through TP1, TP2, would you cancel the unfulfilled order and wait for the next signal? Great question from Adam. What would you do?
Let me read that again. I was looking my trade.
Yeah.
Just one sec.
Personally, Adam, I would be on the 1 minute chart and I'd be looking to see what the market was doing and see how the candles were opening and closing. And if I thought the market was going to rise, I would leave it. If I thought there's a chance of it falling, I'd cancel my order. That's what I would do. What would you do?
If that went to TP2, the trade is not valid anymore. You need to cancel everything.
There you go. There's the definitive answer. Now you see, he's not just a pretty face. It's potential, right?
TP2 now?
Yeah, so really that's really interesting because my point of view is quite emotional, I guess. I'd watch it and see what's going on. Mateus like, no, follow the rules. Yeah, it's gone to TP2, trade's no longer valid, get rid of your buy limits.
Yeah, you need to clean up, do the tied up after. If you have like 3 buy limits or 4 buy limits on that range.
Yeah.
And we are already on TP2, you need to delete all that and wait for the next signal.
Yeah, fantastic.
No, it's still TP1 on that one. I was reading that TP2 came TP2 on my head. It's TP1 only.
The first one before that went to TP2, Mateus. That's why because they were so close, weren't they? It went to TP2 and then we got an immediate signal again. That's why you said it.
5 minutes, see if the contracts are okay.
Okay. If we break that 30 now, we go to 32. Then TP2 again. Otherwise, book your profits, move your stop loss, break even. If you get that habit to move your stop loss and book profits, you will never lose money. Of course, we will have some stop loss time to time, but you will make more money than lose money because the signals, as you can see, most of them will go to TP1, at least TP1. And as you can see, if we break now 30, it will be easy TP2. And if you move your stop loss and you book some profits already, you don't need to worry. And TP2, we break 30. TP2 is
nearly there. Yep. There.
Yeah. And then if you didn't move your stop loss, now is a good time to move your stop loss. And for sure, book profits. I take partials on that one because that price can come back. And we don't want to leave money on the table, guys. That is the key for keep doing that over and over and over. And you don't need a lot of pips to make your target on the day. If you have 1, 2%, 3% target, if you keep doing that over and over and over from 5 o'clock in the morning, if you can, of course, you will have more possibilities. And you'll be out of the market by some days by 9-10 you did all your target already. Bless you.
My hay fever is playing havoc today.
I'm sorry about that. I will be there soon. I know that.
But for somebody who never had it for 62 years.
But yeah, that is.
Yeah, it only started last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mine started when I came to UK.
Yes, because I would think if you go back to holiday in Brazil, you probably don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think England gifts us with arthritis and hay fever. Definitely.
For sure, yeah. And as you can see, that one, I booked the profits, I moved my stop loss to break even, and my entry point is 27.15. If he reads that, my remain of the trade will be close, but I booked 80% of that trade already.
Yeah.
I don't mind. And if that goes to TP2 again, TP3, I decide to take the rest of the profits. That's it. Then I can do it. Those are the runners we talk about. And that is the bottom. I can see on the 1 hour. If we don't break that bottom, that can go up again. And if we break it, could continue going down. But then you just protect yourself. That's why break even and stop loss are for, to protect yourself. And trades like that, taking TP1, TP2, it depends of your lot size for sure and your account size. But if you do like successfully, if you do 5 to 6 of those every day, you should be done for the day. Using the right lot size and reaching the targets that you aim for the day. If you don't want 10%, 20% a day, you can do that in 5-6 trades. And we usually do easily, if I'm doing by myself, I can do 5 to 10 trades a day easily. As you can see, if it drops a little bit more, I'm out. But look, it's nearly there.
Yeah.
It's nearly there, but I don't have feelings. I'm not like desperate because I booked the profits already.
Yeah.
If you don't book the profits, then you hanging around and just waiting for gold to stop loss again. Because that range was very small as well, 25, 27.
So it's hit your break even now, hasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
27. Out. Yeah. Matthias, do you ever, because you've made it very clear your strategy, so you take your profits and you get to TP2, you move your stop loss to TP1 or your entry point. Entry point, so you'll break even.
Yeah.
Do you ever change your strategy on any?
No. I'm keep doing like that all the time.
Always.
Yeah.
So
if I'm not sure on the signal or on the market on that time, I will book profits on TP1.
Yes. Yeah.
If the market is ranging and is struggle to push or anything,
like it has been, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It has been.
I will take my profits on TP1 or a little bit further than TP1. But as you can see, that range on the 1 minute, I was expecting that to go to TP3 36 because we nearly feel that before on that short period of time. Yeah. But the only thing that could retrace to your entry point or go to stop loss 24 because it's a very short range. And then you don't keep hanging around. You just book your profits and wait for the next signal.
Yeah. Because now it's back at 27. It went below. It went below, didn't it? It went right the way to below that, but it's
And
ranging.
if it breaks that, it's so easy to go to 24 because it's a very short range.
Yeah.
And if you're still on the trades, we've reached CP2. Book your profits.
There's we have a message on the signals. I don't know if you've heard it. It's a voice note.
Today.
Yeah, just now.
Okay, let me. I didn't.
Yeah, when you were explaining when it came through.
Okay, the trader is saying he's getting out of the office.
Okay.
Those are the updates he gives as well, and will be not further updates and no new trades for a period of time. That could be half an hour, 1 hour.
Yeah.
It depends. But look the morning we had today. If you are on the group, you know already a lot of potential GPs there.
Yeah.
You just need to learn how to book your profits.
I need to follow you step by step. That's what I need to do.
No, everyone, like I said, everyone is different approaching the signal. Kern has one way to approach the signal.
I find, yeah.
Mark has another one. Kuwait has another one. And you just need to find your way.
Yeah.
I try to simplify. I try to don't leave money on the table. Why? Because all those small bits I add on my account every day, that make my 2-3% a day.
Yeah.
Like I say to you, so easy to come to 24. We came to 23 already. 24, 23.
Yeah.
As you can see, if you didn't book profits, the signal already delivered TP1, TP2.
Yeah.
Don't leave money on the table. Just book that profit. Don't expect that to go to 47 or holding for the big picture. We do those signals sometimes is scalping. You just go in, go out, go in, go out. Sometimes we will be 1 hour on the signal or more, but usually will be only minutes. And some candles nowadays in gold, you can reach CP3 in one minute candle.
Yeah,
that's I'm telling you. Book your profits. Learn how to take those partials if you want, or just book on TP1, TP2. Especially if you are a beginner. If you go for TP1, 90% of the time we're reaching TP1. That means you can get a good profit as well, only going for TP1.
Yes. Yeah.
But if you do that once, keep doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Don't change the strategy. Don't keep changing the strategy.
Yeah.
And like you learned today, you change your strategy, you put the trades and trust it and go away.
Yeah.
If you don't have time, don't place the trades.
And I usually don't. And I thought, I'll do this because my hay fever has been horrible, so I didn't do the early trades.
Yeah.
So it was quite. I'm laughing. I must be the only one who would be losing a little bit of money and laughing because I don't do it, and I did.
Yeah.
And I came out of the shower, and it had gone. And if I'd been watching it, Matthias, then I could have.
You'll be taking profits.
I could have had the best entry because it went right to 23.
Yeah.
Below the stop loss and then went up. So I could have entered and just closed them off in blue. Isn't it funny? That same trade, which I lost a little bit of money on, I could have made money on that same trade. So it's learning. It's learning all the time. But it also reinforces, I don't usually do the buy limits. I do them as when it comes into range. I don't set them up. It also reinforced for me, you keep doing that. For somebody else, it might work better to do. But for me, it works better if I'm with it, I'm watching it, and I do it as the price comes. And reinforced that.
Yeah, remember you asked me about the lower, higher.
Yeah. what I wanted was if you could show, while we have a bit of time, on this real time.
Yeah, like now, look, we have the lower, high, lower, higher here.
Yeah.
Lower, higher. That means it's going down.
Yeah.
And then you have the trend line, and you can do that in any time frame.
Yeah.
Especially on the big time frames, as I sent you some samples.
Yeah.
The big time frame, when you can see that, is where you have the uptrends or downtrends.
Yeah.
And here we have the downtrends on the 1 minute. If we go to 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, will be everything is going down as well. But even though we're still waiting for, we still buy because the market is up.
Yeah.
At some point, if we see the market is going down, all the way down, and they will change, the strategy will change, then we will start to see some sells.
Yeah.
Is a struggle because we taking only the retracement, waiting for that push up, but it is what it is, and we just adapt on the market.
Yeah.
And even though we think, oh, we are missing all that drop, we still taking profits on the market, and we're still on the right path. It's just patience.
Yeah.
It's still dropping. Let's see the 1 hour. As you can see straight away the big drop on the 1 hour. Let me take that off. That is out of. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Lower, high, lower, high, lower, high, and the another one is higher, low when we go up.
And I think that especially the last week or two, there's been a lot more small continuous movement than we saw before 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It was much more clean, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it's like that. We adapt to the market.
Yes.
The market will not adapt to us. They will do whatever they want to do, but we just need to adapt to the market. And don't keep doing things by yourself. If you follow the signal, just follow the signal.
Yes.
You don't need to overdo it.
No.
If you didn't reach your target today yet, I understand.
But that's
just be patient.
It's all right. Yeah. It's absolutely fine,
As you can see here, he will be a very good entry on the 2021.
2021.
We went straight away to 31, 32. That was 32 was TP2 on the last one.
Yeah.
It was a good amount of pips here.
Mm-hmm.
Straight away 100 pips.
Yeah.
Nearly, more than 100 pips.
Yeah,
but because we are not having updates on the signal, don't keep trading by yourself. Because then you can burn yourself. And
if you know how to trade yourself, then you don't need to be here.
I think so. Look, having the Sats Navigate, like I can say, Google Maps.
It's brilliant.
Just follow the Google Maps, and that's it. Then you don't get lost on the way.
That's right. I'm going to go make another cup of coffee, Mateus. Excuse me.
Perfect.
For a minute. If you were here, I would make you one too.
I finished my cup of tea. Now just water. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please comment on the chat or reach out to us as well. We can guide and support you one-to-one if you need to. But the aim of it is to make you profit, to make up you are profitable trade, and just keep doing. I think so. The mechanical approach is knowing where you need to enter and where you will get out. That is the mechanical approach. And when you find that approach, you know how to do it, and you keep doing over and over, trades should be boring for you. You cannot trading with emotions, fear, or anything. If you find that way to trade without emotions, to just keep doing the same over and over and over, it's so simple. It's like the last trade I reached TP2. I booked profits between TP2 TP. On that one, I just book on TP2, but sometimes I can book between TP1 TP2 as well. But the things I'm saying is I'm risk free after that, because I will move my stop loss break even on my entry point. If that spikes very fast and go to TP3, then I can move even my break even, my stop loss on that case, to TP1. But when we have a small range, I don't tend to do that, because then you can get caught out straight away on the small ranges. But the way I do is always the same. I keep doing the same over and over and over and over. And then it's up to you to find your strategy as well, how the strategy will work for you on your time, because I have more time to trade. I don't know about everyone. Some people has only 2-3 hours to trade, and maybe you will need to change your lot size in order to achieve your goals in that short period of time. And is adapting to the market and adapting on your situation as well. And some people, they don't like to take TP1s. They always wait for TP2s. If you do that, it's okay as well, but then protect your capital. Don't keep the stop loss open. If you are in profit, you still want to wait for TP2, TP3. Move stop loss to break even. If you get out of the trade, it's better get out of the trade than lose money. That is the only thing you can do to protect yourself. As you can see, we came on that range again, 21, went all the way up to nearly 34, but we don't have signals now. The last signals is done because we reached TP2 and then came all the way to stop loss. If you didn't book profit, you left money on the table. And not only that, you lost the trade. You lost the trade. Sorry, I have my mobile phones here with time to time I check if we are on all social medias, and yeah, as you can see, it's still going down. Let's go on the 1 hour to see the big picture from today. It's breaking that point now. Let's zoom out. I just want to compare when we reach that point on the 1 hour. Let's go to 4 hours. We can see that better. Can you see here? We are breaking that point on the 4 hours as well. That could easily come, if we break that strong, that could easily come to 45.60, that range, 45.80, and that will be the another support. And if we break that support, then it's not holding until here, until 45. That could carry on dropping a little bit more. But if you still have buys signals, you don't need to worry. You just need to place the signal, protect your capital, and book profits. That's it. Doesn't matter if buy or sell, you just keep doing the same over and over and over. Moving stop loss to break even, booking profits, don't leave money on the table. I will keep telling you that until you start to do that, all of you. Because that is the key for you to be successful and keep booking profits every day. As you can see, we're still on that range and it's pushing down. If it breaks, for sure we'll come to 45.80, 45.65, that range. If it holds there, that is a good point as well for us on the buy. Just patience, guys. Let's wait for the next signal and let's be patient. If you have more questions, that will be a good time to ask questions because we don't have any signal. I can try to explain to you. Just let me know.
I'm back, Matthias.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. So it's gone to 4617.
Yeah. If it breaks that point, we can go easily to 45.80, 45.50. That is the next point to go. But like I said, we don't care. We are out of the trade. We just wait for the next signal. And if it keeps dropping, the bounce up will be great as well. Then you just get to those points, those low points. And if you want to keep runners, you can keep runners. If you see a very low point, it's a good time to give some room for the runners.
Yeah.
But don't go over craze when you see the results on the group, like 500 pips, 400 pips, 300 pips. It's amazing, but you need to have capital to let those runners run as well. If you have a small capital, it's no point to keep the runners running a lot because of swap fees and overnight, leaving the trading overnight.
Yeah.
That is if you have a huge capital. If you have more than 5k, 10k, then it's good to have runners. Yeah. But if you have a small capital, don't just book your profits on TP2, TP3, and that's it. And it's still dropping now.
Yeah.
What we doing then, guys? I'll leave you alone. Look what you do to the market, eh?
Yeah. It's just dropping. We don't have any updates on signals for now. The trader is out from his office. But the last signal, we reached TP2 and came straight away to stop loss. That's why it's important to book the profits.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, now we're just waiting. I was doing a zoom on the 4 hours, 1 hour, and we can see if we break that point, we can continue going down.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, we just be patient and wait for the signals. And if you're doing mechanical, the signal over and over again, doesn't matter where we are on the market, you need to learn how to book your profits.
Yeah, take the money.
take the money, move stop loss break even, move stop loss your entry point, and wait for the next signal.
Yes. Very much so.
Let me reply to Adam again. If someone has the same issue or the same, if you want to order, like on that point, 46.28, 46.26 didn't get filled and the price rose to TP1, TP2, would you cancel unfulfilled order and wait for the next signal? For sure. Especially when we reach TP2, the trade is not valid anymore. We just close all the orders, the buy limits on that case, and wait for the next signal.
Yeah. Right, you've got to watch for any runners that you guys have got for the Fed rate decision. And what happens is that it's been priced in now, right? So again, another headline, all along the lines of what we've been talking about this morning. Slips below £4,700 on oil-driven inflation fears, market talk, right? So oil will cause major problems in the world. The price of oil will cause major problems in the world. When we first went into this conflict, it looked like it's going to be a quick thing, and I'm sure that those planning it thought that it was going to be a quick thing, that Iran was going to just turn over, and that was going to be that. But it's clearly not the case, right? So the continued disruption of oil, gas, and refined products flows through the Hormuz has intensified global inflation concerns, increasing expectations that major central banks, including the Fed and ECB, may keep interest rates elevated for longer. Right? So that outlook continues to weigh on non-yielding gold, which remains roughly 11% since the conflict began. So it's dropped 11% since the conflict began. What tends to happen is when the rate decision is already factored in, but when it actually comes through, there's a massive spike up or down. So I'll pull it up for you guys tomorrow. I'll find it now. It'll take me a few minutes. There is a really good illustration that I copied a few months ago. Now, if you're going to trade gold, and people talk to me about a lot of stuff in terms of what they're trading, what they're doing. So if you're going to trade something, specialize in it, right? Don't care what it is, whether it's gold, silver, copper, dog poo against cat poo, doesn't really matter, right? Because we're not trading the asset itself. We're trading the option to purchase it. But what that will enable you to do is to specialize and get knowledge of what is going on, how this market moves and what it does, right? So when you go to your doctor, he's a generalist, right? When you go to the consultant, he specializes, might be knees or ears or whatever it is. He makes a damn sight more money than the consultant ever does, right? So that's where you want to be. So if we're specializing in a particular commodity, a particular stock, if you go into the trading rooms of companies, they will only be specializing in one or two markets, right? So they're specializing, might be Apple, might be Nvidia, might be anybody. So that's what we want to do. We want to become specialists in trading gold. So when I read about it, I want to be obsessed by it, right? because that way you get, within probably 6 months, you'll have more knowledge about gold and trading than 99% of people who are just, trying to stab at this, stab at that, and just trying to, make a few quid here and there. We want to have a plan. And that plan is that we are going to be experts in trading gold, and we're going to know everything about it, what the Fed does. So tomorrow, when the Fed rate decision comes, the best thing you could be is out of the market and see what gold is doing, see what the price is doing. So if you're one of those people that is only in the market when you're trading, your knowledge levels are going to be like that. But if you're reading about it all day, those 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever it is that you're giving to trading, if you're studying the market and thinking, right, what happens? I'll look for that picture later on. If you're looking for it, and if you're studying the market, then you'll know exactly what's going on. And that will make you a much, much better trader. So making money isn't difficult. Pressing the button isn't difficult. Knowing which button to press which way is difficult, right? So that's where you need to be. Just learn to do that and we'll be absolutely fine with everything.
Absolutely. Let's see.
Okay, Mr. Simpson's threatening to come on to the show, huh? That'll be interesting because his questions never stop. Adam's like one of those guys that absolutely, but that's great. That's what we want.
Yeah. It's like, will be great because then we have some people has the same questions as well.
Everybody has the same questions, Mateus.
Yeah.
How can I make more money?
Hello, Adam.
Morning, guys.
Oh,
Morning.
talk of the devil. Hey, Adam, how you doing?
I'm very well, thanks to you.
Yeah, good. How you finding it?
I have lots of questions, as you would expect of me, Cam.
You would disappoint me if you didn't.
I've been making a list. So
Okay.
while we've got no signals and the trader is out for 45 minutes, shall I hit you with some of my questions?
Yeah, fantastic.
Right. Okay. In no particular order. Do you work out what your lot sizes are going to be before the signals come in, so you're ready?
100%, yes.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be the answer. So based on a random account size, that's round numbers. Let's say you've got $1,000 or £1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to risk 1% per trade.
Mm-hmm.
So you're risking $10.
Mm-hmm.
What maths are you doing, and how are you working out what lot size to use based on your risk tolerance and the stop loss range for the signal that comes in? Is there a particular formula that you're using to work out, the lot size based on your risk parameters?
Yeah, there's loads of tools online to help you work it out. I can't remember now where I got this from because it's about 3-4 years old. It was when we were first training to do gold. So Gerdish and I did this together. So we went to a lot size of 3 lots per 100,000.
Okay.
And I still use it. So it doesn't matter about the currency, whether it's GBP or USD. So that then gives me a lot size of 0.3 per 10,000 and 0.3 per 1,000.
And you have a lot of calculators as well online.
There's
You
loads
can put how many pips you're willing to risk, and then you put the entry point, and then you put the pair. On that case, you're trading gold, and then the equity that you have on your account. If you just type calculator for
lot size calculator.
Yeah.
For gold. Do it for gold because it's different.
Gold
But let me-
lot size calculator.
Yeah. But let me just give you the real version, because all of that's done by, you know, people that maybe don't really know what they're talking about in terms of trading gold or risk, etc. So what I do is, I layer a maximum of 3 trades when the signal comes in, right? So I tend to do the first one as the signal comes in, and then I do number 2 and number 3, and sometimes I do a buy limit, etc. So I generally won't go more than 3. So what the lot size that I use for myself, so I took a lot size of 3 per 100k, scaled it down, which means 0.03 per 1,000. And then, so if I had £1,000 account, I would have a lot size of 0.01, and the maximum number of trades I could take would be 3.
Okay.
So I'm not exposing my account. So what I would do is, say for instance, the signal comes in, the first trade comes, hits TP1, TP2, great, thanks very much, right? I've only made the third of the money, but I've only risked the third as well, right? So it's all risk and reward. So let's say when I talk about it's coming in, so if I've taken the first trade and it drops a little bit, I'll take the second trade if it's still within range, and I'll take the third trade, and then that's my limit.
Okay.
Right, so that way my account's relatively safe. I get better entries because the market will usually reverse, because obviously he's given a signal that it's going up, and that's kind of where I am with it. So if I had an account size of 2,000, it was 0.02. If it was 3,000, it would be 0.03. Maximum of 3 trades. So that's about as scientific as I get with it.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are people that really drill down and look at these things, and you'll find all of that on YouTube and online. What do you do, Matthias? What's your view on it?
0.02, 0.03 tops for every 1,000. I do like that as well. And then you have your capital. You know how much you can risk, and then you just put your lot size. Let's say I have 1 lot size to risk. I have like 5 entry points. I can go 0.20, and that is the way. But I just put 2-3 entry stops. I don't tend to do 5 layerings every 10 pips. Place 1 trade. I don't do that. I try to go 1, 2, 3 times tops, and that's it.
Okay. So you effectively put in 2-3 trades on per signal rather than
signal, yeah.
Right. Okay.
And when we get to the range, if we don't get to the range, and
so let me walk you through it, Adam. So the last signal was between 25 and 27, right? So buy gold between ranges of 46.25 and 46.27. So let's say it hits 27, I would take the first trade. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hits TP1, hits TP2, I'm out of the trade, I've taken 1 trade, I've made money, end. But let's say I get in at 27, then it drops to 26. I'll take the second trade, right? I'm still only risking 2/3 of what I'm prepared to risk on trading. And then let's say it hits 25, I'll take the third trade. So 25, SL's at 24, you've only done a maximum of about 30 pips if you lost on that trade, right? Because from 27, you'll be at 24, that's 30 pips. From 26, you'll be at 24, that's 20. And then from 25 to 24, you'll be at 10 pips.
And doing like that, you do risk in your account, because if you put all the lot size on the first entry and go to stop loss, you risking all the full lot, all the lot size you put in. If you put in steps,
you were at 27, right? So 5, 6, 7, that's 30 pips. If you put in 3 trades, you lose 90 pips.
Okay, so on each of those 3 trades, are you setting up would you set the stop loss up at 46.24 for each of those trades?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like Matteo says, you're de-risking as it's coming down. So if it continues down and hits your stop loss, that's better than putting in 3 entries at 27.
Yes, because like you say, you've got one that's 30 pips away from stop loss, one at 20 and one at 10. Okay.
Yeah.
So equally on the upside, one of my later questions was going to be, how do you layer out of trades? But I can see now that if you've layered into the trades, you can choose which one you want to get out of, rather than having one lot size at 0.03. And I mean, is that even possible? If you've just got one trade on and you want to layer out of it, get rid of 50% at TP1, can you do that in MT5?
Mateus knows that. He's the expert on that. Yes, you can take partial profits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure you can take partial profits.
Right. Okay.
On that video that I sent to you, the first video, how to use MetaTrader 5, you will learn how to do partials as well. How, let's say you have 0.20, you want to take 0.18 and leave only 0.02 running, you can do that. Cool.
Okay. I will look for some lot size calculators as well. So, okay. And this will be some of the answers to these questions will be individual to everybody circumstances. I know that there's not one individual answer, so I appreciate that. But I've got what general risk percentage to use for each trade. I think you've probably kind of touched on that. So is it what 1% of account size is general? But if you're splitting that then between 3 different trades, are we talking as a 0.25 of account size as risk for each trade? What's the general rules?
General rule is that you want to risk 1% to gain between 2 and 3%. So if you use a 1%, I don't actually work this out myself. I never have done. So in terms of, I don't need to be that specific about it, but generally speaking, the textbook answer is, so if you risk 1% to gain 2%, that means as long as you've got 50% of your trades are right, you won't lose any money.
Yeah.
If it's 1 against 3, which is usually the norm, you only have to get 1 trade out of 3 right in order to not lose any money.
Yeah.
Right? But for me, all of that is what brings the fear into traders' minds, because you're always guarding, aren't you? It's like riding a bike and you've got it clenched, right? You know, you're holding on for dear life. That's when you fall off the goddamn thing. It's only when you relax that, expect some losses. Expect to hit stop loss once a day. But if you're doing 2 trades, then you know what? You're broke even. But if you're doing 10 trades in a day and a couple of them hit stop loss, so what? Yeah. And that's kind of where I am. I tend to do, so especially now I'm sitting at these sessions, I'll probably take somewhere between 8 and 12 trades.
And what, with a maximum of 1% account size loss permissible for each of those 10 to 12 trades?
Yeah, right? But I'll get 7 or 8 out of them every single day.
Yeah.
So as you'll know this, in Vegas, the house only wins 51% of the time. So their odds are set that they want 49% people to win 49% of the time. Because if they never won, they'd never come back, would they?
Yeah.
But that 1% difference is what brings them in their billions. And the 49% they keep giving away to punters is what keeps the punters coming back.
Sure. Yeah.
So us winning, so last week I think we were about 92% success rate. I don't think we've hit a stop loss. We may have done today, but we haven't hit any stop losses for a week or so now. And okay, individually people may have done it because the entry wasn't quite there. So you should, if you're doing 10 trades a day, you should be bagging 7 of those, no problem at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
We've had a couple of stop losses, Cam, but only a couple.
Okay.
Over a week. Not which is, if you look at it 5 to 7 days,
yeah,
to have 2 or 3 stop losses.
Yeah,
But Adam, I will, if I see it struggling, I will close the trade with a small profit rather than wait for it to hit my stop loss.
Yeah.
But that's my own style. Right? There's people that would say, no, never touch that because it's this. But those are their rules.
Yeah, and that was also one of my questions. Like, what's your advice on moving stop loss to break even, like, and under what conditions, or even past break even and into profit? If something's running, would you move it past break even so that you're never out of profit?
I only move it when I'm told to, and or like earlier that trade it could have gone to TP 4, 5, 6 or something, and then you could have moved your stop loss to TP1, and that's a fantastic position to be in because now you're making money regardless of what happens, right? Okay. Problem with it is it usually reverses back to take it all, so you might as well take the TP 1.5 or TP2 or whatever it is that's on the table. Especially when the market's ranging like this.
Okay, so the signals, I haven't seen one of the signals yet, but the signals can come through to say move stop loss to whatever
BE.
point.
It'll say BE. Always say I'm risk free, which means that stop loss has been moved to break even.
Okay, I have seen that, but obviously didn't know what that meant. So right,
yes,
okay.
Yeah. Or BE, because it's just quicker to type.
Yeah.
And then so risk free, or say I'm moving my stop loss to BE, and so you'll see what he's doing.
Okay.
And when we have something like that, it's better for you to move the stop loss to that point, even if it's not your entry point, because if you lose, you will lose less than hitting all the.
Okay, prepare for a buy.
Prepare for a buy. Yeah.
There you go. So Mateus will put that up, I'm sure. So 23 to 29. This is obviously 4,600. 23 the low, 29 the high. TP1 is 32. TP2 is 36. TP3 is 41. So it's already at 31.
Yeah.
So it may have slipped away. Yeah, may have slipped away. So this is the point at which I'm usually doing my buy limits. 28, 27. All the way down to 23. Price pushes up 10 pips. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah. TP1 already.
Give me 1 second, guys.
So I did, even though the price had pushed up, I did, and I put in the TP1, so I've closed. So I got that trade, and so I've made,
Yeah, well done.
Because we know sometimes when we get the signal, it has, because it's not standing still, is it? It's moving.
Yeah.
So.
And that is going to TP2 as well. Look
yeah.
At that.
Yeah.
I didn't put a buy limit at 28 and didn't hit that.
Yeah, I didn't get into that one. I was
sometimes I just press the button, we go for it, and sometimes it's very quick, you don't have time to take it. But look, don't blame yourself, don't just wait for the next signal.
Yeah, my memory muscle on this MT5 app is nowhere near quick enough yet. One question I did have, when people are buying, are you buying at market or are you always setting buy limits?
You can buy straight away on MetaTrader 5. You can see you have one click button to buy.
Yeah,
you just click one button and you will buy straight away. But that is buying on the market, and or you can set buy limits. If you're doing the range and you're doing the layering, buy limits is a good way to be as well, because then you can put in advance and you can put stop loss on the buy limits as well. Then you protect yourself.
What would be useful for me as a newbie is to, I don't know whether you do this, is to watch someone share your screen and do that in a trade to see how you set that up.
Yeah, it's like that trade is gone already.
Yeah, but you know, for another one, or even a demo one that you don't need to hit, you know, actual buy, but just the parameters to set that up.
Yeah, I can show you. Let me see if I can share my.
I did watch the video you sent me yesterday on MT5, but I think the guy in the video was using like an Android version, and I'm on an iPhone, and the options were not quite the same, so it was a little bit hard to follow.
And MetaTrader 5, they keep changing as well, even though that video for Android is in another position now. But if you go to the top, you have buy limits and buy straight away on the all the way to the top, the right buttons on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And if you click on buy, of course you will be buying straight away. And if you click on the another one on the left hand side, you can put buy limits, and then you can put anywhere with your finger where you want that buy limit to be. But right now we are nearly on GP2. I will not re-enter on that trade.
It's coming back down.
Okay.
Adam, you have an iPhone?
Yes.
So when you use to enter, so I have an iPhone, and at the bottom of the way I haven't set it up, it's how it was on MT5 on it. It says quotes, chart, trade, history, and settings. Do you have something similar?
Yeah. All the way to the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom. If I'm looking at the charts,
yeah.
At the bottom, from left to right, it's quotes, chart, trade, history, settings. They're the 5 words or icons. Have you got that?
I've got that.
So if you press now on trade, you're not going to enter. If you press on trade, and I have on the right hand side a little plus sign.
Plus symbol, yeah.
So if you press that symbol, mine automatically opens to market execution, and it has my lot size, which today is 0.02. And then I can either press buy, the blue one, or the red, which says sell. But you know, does yours say market execution, the first line?
It does, yeah.
Right. If you see on the right, there's a little arrowy thing.
Yep, so I can set that to like buy limit, sell limit.
If you press that, then it gives you the options of buy limit, sell limit, buy stop. That's how I do it. Okay. If I'm going to put the buy limits in. But Matthias is your wizard.
No, that's perfect, Kulwant. So if you want to make an order, say I want to buy when it hits this price.
Yeah.
That's your buy limit.
Yeah. So you just have to swap between that. If you put it on buy limit, then you have to, if you're going to execute immediately, you just change that back to market execution. That's easiest for me. It was Matthias that taught me, but I think all our phones and things are slightly different, aren't they?
Yeah.
So,
but just depends on Android and
it was Matthias that taught me, and because I've got used to it, you know, when you make a habit of using the same thing, there might be one day I'm going to get Matthias to teach me how to do it by just using my finger, but I just need to get used to this first before I start.
Yeah, he kind of swirls it round and round, doesn't he?
I know. I say to him, let me just do the way I know it for the minute.
Okay, I can record a video for you as well. I was trying to share my screen now, my mobile screen.
You know how a woman like you with long hair swirls her hair round and round with her hand?
That's what I was doing.
I know. I'm just quite proud. I can swirl my hair, which you probably see me doing, but this I prefer to use the way you taught me the first time.
Cool.
So
yep. Okay. Thank you. I'll keep an eye on those and keep mixing them up. So, are you mainly using market execution and buy limits, and not really the buy stops and the buy stop limits?
Yes, I'm only at the stage of market execution. So when we get the signal, I will so this signal that we just had a little while, the last one, it had already on mine. It was already at 4630, but only just. So I bought it, put my TP1 in, and it went up there. I didn't even have time. Normally I would put my stop loss, but because it was moving fast, I put the TP1 in first, so that if it got it, I would catch it and be out.
Yeah,
so
sure.
On that one, I didn't, and I would have put the stop loss in, but I didn't need to. It hit TP1 just as I was doing it. So you kind of have to find your balance with it.
Yep. Okay. So when you're setting the stop losses and the TP levels, obviously there's lots of different points past the figure. Are you just going for round figures? So like, let's say TP1 on that last trade was 46.32. Are you setting that bang on the money at 46.32? Because obviously you've got point.
I do, and again, Cam and Matthias will tell you, because a couple of months back when I first started, I had a day where we were being told it reached TP1, but on my chart, because it can vary but slightly by a couple of pipettes, and I noticed that, hang on a minute, my one hasn't reached, but it's retraced. So I will look at that. If that happens, so if it was 30, like it was today, 4632, sometimes if I feel it's done that a couple of times to me, I'll put mine on 86.85. You might have heard Cam and I speaking about it earlier, because it's fine to have 10p less, but I'd rather finish the trade, take the profit, than risk it not going down and not coming back up as it does the last week. We've had lots of TP1s. Usually this platform goes to TP3 more times than not, but the way the war and the political system, you can really see the impact. So when I first started, there wasn't a political impact, but there really is. So you'll find your way. You'll find your way.
Yep. Okay.
So we're back now to 4627. So we only hit TP1, didn't we? It didn't go to TP2.
No.
So that trade is still valid.
Yeah.
So when do they become invalid? So
it becomes invalid had it hit stop loss immediately, or gone, or TP2.
Okay. So if we go TP1 and retrace back to entry level, that's still a valid trade to get back in.
That is still
even
valid.
If it's 5 minutes later.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And Adam, be mindful. So it's at 4627. So we could enter, and it might go up to 29, but it might come back and hit your stop loss.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
As time goes by, I tend to ignore it. If 10 minutes goes, that's gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you look at the time, don't you, Cam?
Yeah.
The time on the Telegram signal.
Yeah, it came in. So the signal, it's again a very personal thing, because this can still go right up to TP3, but it came in 13 minutes ago. So because of the way how the market is moving, me personally, and I'm a newbie, I don't know why I'm taking the stage, because everything I'm telling you is what I've learned from the two gentlemen there. So I would say
the student becomes the master.
You see?
I wouldn't take that. If it had happened in the 5-6 minutes, I might have been tempted.
Cool. I did wonder that this morning when I kind of got up and looked at the signals, and some were like 15 minutes old. Is there a general rule of thumb for if it's the signal's older than X amount of minutes, wait for the next one?
It's because of the political thing. It's never in the. I've been looking at this since the new year, and I've had some really good times, and then I've had some times that haven't been so good, and then I've had the last week and a half. Even the last 2 weeks, wouldn't you say, Matthias? It's really odd. Usually we don't. Sometimes there have been times when an hour later it'll hit TP2, but that's more in the last 2 or 3 weeks as opposed to 2 or 3 months ago. You just didn't. So it's a different time, and it's very obvious how the war is having an impact.
Let me see if I can add that here. I'm trying to share my screen with you, but I'm not being successful today. Let me see. For teach you live how to do the partials. Let me see if I can add that here. Let's see. I put a demo account now to show you that, because then I can place trades without thinking. And place everything else. Let's see, add to stage. Yeah, can you see that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you see on the top those 2 buttons on the top?
Yes.
Yeah, that one will be to buy straight away. If I press the button, I buy, another buy, as you can see. And if I click on that one, will be sell limit or buy limit. Can you see I'm moving with my fingers now?
Yes. Yeah.
And let's say we have the range. I enter at 28. I want to enter another one at 24 or anything, 25. I just, with my finger, just move it. Let me take the banner as well.
Matthias, are you doing that on the iPhone or one of the other devices?
Android.
On the Android, okay.
Yeah, but it's similar. It's very similar.
Yeah, I know that setup is available on the iPhone.
Yeah, it's slightly different, but it's similar.
Yeah.
And then you just go to the button, as you can see here.
Yeah.
Stop loss, TP. You can even put the stop loss TP before you press the button. Let's say I want to put a stop loss as well. I just, with my finger, I put the stop loss. And TP as well. If I want to go to TP2, I just move with my finger. Then I press the blue arrow and place buy limit. That means it's done. Okay. If the trade retraces to that area, I have already the stop loss, already the TP done. And like I say to you, I don't place more than 3. If I want to put another one, I will go there again, move with my finger, and place, let's say 26 or 23, 50. Then I can do that as well. But on that case, I have 2 buys on the top there, as I showed to you, and it's coming down now to that entry point. If it reads and goes up, amazing. If not, we'll go to a stop loss. You have your stop loss already there. But like we said, on that trade, particular trade, we nearly reached TP2. I will not place that trade again.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, because it was very close to TP2. It's very dangerous to re-enter them.
Okay.
It was.
So if a reasonable amount of time has passed since the trade signal and it's either hit or been very close to TP2,
don't go for it.
Invalidated. Wait for the next signal.
Invalidate it. Wait for the next signal.
Yeah. Sure.
Protect your capital. Like now, even now, if I'm on my real account and with that lot size and it's going down, and you can see straight away on MetaTrader 5 how much you will gain, how much you will lose as well on the trade. Can you see here?
Yeah.
92 if it goes to stop loss, 114 if it goes to TP2 on that case. But then you start to calculate when you place your trade with your lot size. You start to calculate, oh, that's too much for my account, let me lower my lot size. That you can do on demo account as well. You test one day on demo account by yourself, putting the lot size that you want to risk, and then you can go on your live account confident, because you know you will risk that amount of money and that amount you will gain.
I think that's probably what I need to do today, just play with the demo, because when you're dealing with your live money and you've never used the application before, you're quite nervous that you're just going to click something and press something, and before you know it, you've lost 50 quid. So
yes, to get the confidence, I think so you can like go after, even on the signals, you see the range, and you just place, 50 pips was on the range. I will do the same on the live market now. Even if you don't have signal, if you are on demo account, you just put one entry point, put 30 pips TP1, then you know how much you will gain on TP1 on that lot size.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you just play with that. When you're playing with that, you will be confident when you're doing your live account on the next day.
Yeah. And I guess obviously as your account size grows, then you adjust your lot size accordingly, right? For your risk.
You just keep adjusting your lot size, yeah.
But if you've got a fixed account size for a while and you've worked out what your lot size is, that's it. You know what it is, and I haven't quite got that yet, but
as soon as your account starts to grow, you can like start to grow your lot size as well. You can keep like for 1 month, 1 week, or you can make your rule as well about your lot size. I will keep that lot size for that period of time. But if your account is growing, the best approach is to grow your lot size as well, because then you will have the same percentage. But and partials, let's say we want to take partials on that trade right now. You can go slide your finger, is something similar as well. You put your finger to the left, and let's say I want to take 18. Close with loss, close with profit. You can do partials in either way. And then you just close it. And that means I will still have 0.02 on that trade running for me. But that you do when you are positive. You don't do when you're negative now.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think in terms of lot sizes, Adam, people develop their own formula. So there was a time when Gerdish would adjust her lot size after every single trade. And just jump it up, because then obviously her target is, I think now she wants about 60 pips, and that's her trading done. And so, but you want the same 60 pips. You don't want to be at £1,000 and you need 60 pips, and then you get to £100,000, you need 600 pips. So that's why we increase the lot size, because obviously then we're risking more, but proportionately we're risking exactly the same as that $1,000 account. And then the object of the game is, you'll know this, I'm teaching you just okay. Goal one came along, £1,000, £2,000, whatever it was 0.01, and then when you get the hang of it, the object of the exercise is to survive and learn how to do this rather than make money. from day dot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, you know, probably a week in, you'll get the hang of it. So if you've got an account size that was bigger, say 5K for instance, still have a lot size of 0.01 when you start, right? Because that discipline would really play well. Then obviously, and then adjust your lot size as you get more comfortable.
The other thing is, in this last 3 or 4 months, Adam, the movement of gold's really changed. I started with 1,000 and with a lot size of just 0.1. And this is what I was saying earlier, how much it's changed for the moment. And that's all we've got. Is I was making 75 or 80 pound a day on just lot size 1. But today, the movement's very different.
You see here
1 or 0.01?
So, 0.01 because
right, okay.
I
so the
started
smallest
with,
amount.
Yeah. So my point being that so I've experienced when gold, I'm going to use the word easy, but it's not easy, but it was just easier. And it was all on TP1 as well. So 0.01 on £1,000 account, only TP1. And I was making anything between 55 and 80 pounds a day.
Okay.
But it has really changed. So I wish we could show you how it was, 2.5 months ago, the way it moved. Yeah.
When we were young.
but it's, so when you see those differences and you see how the world out there affects the market as well. So last week or the week before, I was trading at 0.03.
If
4625.
Go on. If price comes back to break even 46.25, I would look to re-enter. So that trade's still valid. So 40 pips hit, risk free. 46.25 SL to BE. 30 pips, 20 pips, 10. So do you see that signal or that narrative there, Adam? That's exactly what I was saying, right? So if you look at those, you've gained 30 pips, 20 pips, 10 pips, 0 pips, right? Done. So that's where it's at now. So you could have taken those profits and made 30, 50, 60 pips there, right? In between those 3 trades. And you've closed the last one out at 0. Done. Thank you very much.
So I'm reading that as if price draws back to 46.25, looking to re-enter, but where's the stop loss level? Because the stop loss was also set to 46.25 to
be 24 or 23 or 22. So you set it lower than that.
Yeah, so you protect your capital, because if it enters that, you will get out of one trade and you start another one with full lot size.
Right. So you've got out of all of those now. As we were saying, the trade, it was 15, 20 minutes ago. Signals not really valid. It was 9:30. So it's nearly 30 minutes ago. That's old news as far as gold's concerned.
Yeah. That is a confirmation from the trader that we will be reactivating that signal. But yes, if you book your profits, let's say I had 0.20, I book 0.18, I have 0.02. If it goes to break even, that's 0.02. That means I will be out, but I will be able to put 0.20 again. Yeah, my full stack on the next trade. And that's, you don't need to worry. You will get the hang of it by doing as well, day by day. And if you want to make it simple, you just reach out to GP1 or GP2 on the last signal. You just wait for the proper signal to come, Yeah. With stop loss, entry points, and everything like that. And for sure, when the price reach, if the prices reach 46.25, you will have a full signal again with the range, stop loss, and everything.
What, rather than using the ranges that he previously said?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get a full signal if he re-enters.
A full signal again, yeah. If he re-enters on that point. Okay, first step for today is done. I hope so you made some profits today, guys, on those signals. And for who, like Adam, just starting and getting the hand of MetaTrader 5, you can practice a little bit more and then you will be more confident. You don't need to worry. If you want to do 0.01, like I said, is a very low risk, is the minimal that you can risk, and then you just get the hang of MetaTrader 5. And if you need more support on that, just let me know as well. We can do a Zoom and I can teach you even more.
Brilliant. All right, guys, we'll see you at 1 o'clock for the New York Open. And,
Thank you.
Happy trading.
Thank
there'll be
you.
more signals coming along. So if the market drops, it's at 26, 20, 28 now for me.
Yeah.
It's around about 26, 27. If it drops, there'll be another signal which you can follow. So next couple of hours, all the best. And then we will speak to you.
Thank you. Thank you both.
See you later, guys.
Thanks, Adam. Hope we cleared some stuff on for you. Come as often as you like, my friend.
I'll be back at 1 with a load more questions.
No worries.
Let's go.
See you then. Thank you.
Bye-bye
Bye.
now.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.